I thought it would be fun to rapid fire give a recommendation from each of my shelves. Only the front facing books though, because I have some shelves that are double stacked. Starting off with my leather bounds and my classics, I'm going to recommend Mistborn. I absolutely adore this, and I think it's a wonderful introduction to Brandon Sanderson as a whole. This side is pretty difficult because I've got Project Hail Mary, House of Bane and Blood, The Hunger Games, but I think I'm going to have to recommend the Mindfuck series by S.T. Abbey. I just adore this series so much. This is technically a bind up of 5 books, but it is just so good. I have not found anything that compares. On this shelf, I have a bunch of arcs, but I'm going to have to recommend Our Vicious Oaths by Annie Davenport. I adored this book. It is a standalone if you're looking for a standalone romantasy. I highly recommend this one. The FMC is just incredibly badass. I could recommend Red Rising on this side, but I actually think I'm going to recommend 2 books and break my rule. I'm going to recommend Crown of Crimson and Crows by Tessa Hale. This is a Why Choose vampire romance. This is coming out in September. And then also Reap and Sow by Charlotte B. Plum. This is coming out in October, and I had just so much fun with both of these books. This is not a Why Choose. This is just a fun romance between a girl and a demon who is trying to save her brother's lives. On this shelf, I'm kind of stuck between Catabasis and Dance of Thieves, but I think I'm going to actually go with Lessons in Chemistry. I just adore Elizabeth Zott, and I think she deserves all of the flowers, and I think everyone should read this book. So this shelf is all Savar Miller and Ali Hazelwood, so I'm going to give a recommendation just for both of them because it's all the same book. So I would recommend Promises and Pomegranates. It's a great way to start a dark romance series. I adore it. It is this entire series, and then she's got a spin-off series. And for Ali Hazelwood, I think I'd have to go with Love Theoretically. I just love this book so much, even though I really also love The Love Hypothesis. Something about Love Theoretically just hits so hard. All right, for this shelf, I feel like I'm tempted to go Six of Crows or The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, but I'm actually going to go Blood Over Brighthaven. This is a standalone, and it is just so impactful. I really want to do a reread of this eventually once it's been a little bit longer since I read it the first time, but this book was so good. I highly, highly recommend. This shelf honestly might be the hardest shelf to pick a recommendation from, but I think I'm going to have to go with Legendborn. My second choice would be The Raven Scholar, but Legendborn is just truly that book. I adore this series so much. A King Arthur retelling with an amazing FMC and just an amazing world. I adore it so much. For this shelf, I'm going to have to be a little bit basic because I absolutely adore One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. This book, this duet is just phenomenal. It lives in my mind rent free. I love Elsbeth. I love the monster. I do love book 1 more than I love book 2, but they are so good. And for this very, very bottom shelf, I'm going to recommend the Terrestrials duet by Gretchen Powell Fox. I had so much fun with this. This is a YA, upper YA dystopian, and it was just really good. From this shelf, I'm going to have to pull Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I really, really love this trilogy, and I highly recommend it to everybody. If you love a character driven novel, you have to try anything by Robin Hobb, but Assassin's Apprentice is a great place to start, especially because you follow one character through multiple trilogies. And for my very, very bottom shelf, I'm going to go with Terror at the Gates by Charlotte St. Clair. I read this book last month and I just had so much fun with it. This book was really good. I want to read book 2 so bad. Honestly, this was really fun. Maybe I'll do another one where I go through and pick a book from each shelf that I haven't read yet because there are a couple shelves where I haven't read a few of them. And then that will be my TBR for the month or something like that, though I'm not very good at sticking to TBRs.